Hello again, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie, I am Debbie Drama, and today's book Reviewmas is This Is Going to Hurt, Secret Diaries of a Junior Doctor by Adam Kay. This was actually recommended to me by my cousin Ben, so thank you Ben for telling me about this book. It led into a ridiculous conversation about my library app and how it works, because I had to reserve it. And they were just like, why do you need to reserve it? It's online. And I was just there going, it's probably because they're not allowed to have it on the app yet. And they're just like, but it's a library. I'm just like, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that they have dates and stuff they can be released. And there's probably a certain amount of time before they can make it to a library. I'm sure there are some books out there that don't even make it to a library. So, anyway, it's a bestseller. And yeah, it's 256 pages. And it's in autobiography, so it's Adam Kay, it's his story as a junior doctor. So I'll read you the blurb. Welcome to 97-hour weeks. Welcome to life and death decisions. Welcome to a constant tsunami of bodily fluids. Welcome to earning less than the hospital parking meter. Wave goodbye to your friends and relationships. Welcome to the life of a junior doctor. Scribbled in secret after endless days, sleepless nights and missed weekends, comedian and former junior doctor Adam Kay, This Is Going to Hurt, provides a no-holds-barred account of his time on the NHS frontline. Hilarious, horrifying and heartbreaking by turns, these diaries are everything you wanted to know and more than a few things you didn't about life on and off the hospital ward. And yes, it may leave a scar. This was so interesting to read, especially as somebody who comes from a family of nurses, because my sister's a nurse, mum's a nurse, grandma was a nurse. I've got a family who basically lives in the NHS, and so seeing stuff from a doctor's point of view is always interesting, especially when I've been brought up to realise that nurses do a hell of a lot more than they let on. And so seeing it from the doctor's point of view, the junior doctor's point of view as well, is kind of clever. All the diaries kind of lead to why he decided to give up, why he decided to hang up his stethoscope, in the words on here. It's hilarious, it's heartbreaking, because I mean, working in the NHS, it's always going to be like that, because, you know, you've got the hilarious stories of people shoving things up their butts and all that sort of stuff, and then you've also got the sad stories, you know, where they do everything they can and just they do have to say goodbye. And, you know, I think a lot of the time people forget about the amount of people who go through the NHS who do die and the effect that has on the staff, because I know I couldn't do that. I mean, I think there's so many times when my mum's tried to get me to work in the NHS, and I just don't think it's for me. I'm not very good with bodily fluids, to be fair. But the things that I've heard from the stories of, like, what my sister and my mum have gone through, but when you hear the stories and stuff, and also looking at it through the eyes of, like, a patient, because, you know, I've been in the hospital. I had my gallbladder removed when I was 24. I even actually had to make a complaint against the ward that looked after me, because things were happening where if it had happened to anybody else, somebody could have been injured. Fortunately, it happened to me, somebody with no allergies, and it's one of those things where it's just like, the idea of making a complaint against the NHS is kind of horrifying in a way for me, because I was just like, I know how hard people work, but at the same time, if something's going seriously wrong, you want to make sure it doesn't happen again. And this book just reminded me of everything I've gone through as a patient, all the stories I've heard over the years from my mum and my sister. I mean, I swear, when my mum and my sister are together, you can't get a word in edgeways. There's me and my dad looking at each other going, because we don't understand anything they're talking about. My sister works on a cardiac ward, which is hearts. My mum's kind of done a bit of everything. She's retired now. And, yeah, the stories you hear, and just seeing them written down like this as well. I think it's a play now as well. I think it's, I'm not sure if the play started yet, but I've seen stuff on one of my theatre apps that they're doing a play version, so they're dramatising and putting on stage all of these little stories, which I think will be really cool to see if I ever get the chance to. Hopefully it'll go on tour and end up in Leeds. Please. Yeah, I'm going to shut up about this, because this is going to be like an hour long, me talking about this. But yeah, so this is going to hurt. Secret Diaries of a Junior Doctor by Adam Kay. I definitely recommend you read this book, especially if you're not the biggest fan of the NHS, because it just gives you a bit more of insight into what they see every day and how they have to deal with it. And you know, I'm surprised not more of them are in therapy. To be honest, they probably are, because the things they have to deal with. Yes, so thanks for watching. My name is Debbie. Thank you for watching Vlogmas. If you do want to subscribe because you haven't already, please do. You can chat to me in the comments about the books that I'm talking about and any books you recommend, or just anything basically. But yeah, so thank you for watching and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. See ya.